Namaste. Yoga is very popular today as a form of physical exercises. However, the classical yogis did not practice yoga as a way to move their bodies. They practiced it as a way to move prana in their bodies. Prana is the most important concept in our life, and that is what the yogis wanted to influence and move. So the tools of yoga were directed towards these. A key tool that allows us to move prana, especially when we have certain blockages to the movement of prana, is the mudras. Mudras include a set of practices that is called bandhas, and together they form a very important tool set of yoga to influence our deep psycho-spiritual domains, to unblock some of the blockages that we may have either at our conscious structures or, more importantly, at our unconscious structures, and therefore facilitate the free flow of prana. When prana moves freely, we unleash our full potential. Some of our potential do not manifest because the potential does not get enough prana. To give a simple metaphor, when the sunlight is not shining on some parts of the garden, those plants do not grow, or they do not grow very well. However, if we remove the blockages to that sunlight from falling to the plants, those plants start to grow very well into their full potential. The same is true for our human potential as well. There are many aspects of our system that we have not yet discovered, and that is because the prana is not moving very freely in our system. And when we engage with practices like mudras and bandhas, these things can beautifully evolve, even though sometimes it can be very challenging. That is why great masters like Krishnamacharya emphasize strongly the practice of mudras and bandhas in our yogic journey. If we have to be true and sincere yoga students, an essential part of our learning must be on the mudras and bandhas, so that we can not only have this means for self-practice, but also we can share it to our students so that we can all grow together in our yogic path. That's why it gives me great pleasure to invite you all to this seminar on mudras and bandhas, so that together we learn some of the most important mudras in yogic practices. What are their prerequisites? What considerations we must consider before practicing it? The proper technique of practice so that we do not do mistakes and trigger negative impressions in us. What contraindications each of these mudras have, and what kind of benefits these mudras have. All these we will explore together in a very safe and fun environment, so that you can embrace these subtle practices of yoga and continue in your yogic journey to develop into your beautiful full potential. Welcome, my friends, and namaste.